Please start this practice sitting on a bolster or any other prop that helps you keep your hips level to or higher than your knees. We'll spend the first couple of moments of this practice just noticing the engine within us, the ebb and flow of our breath. Notice how it helps you stay calm as well as is the combustion for all the energy that we'll derive. Moving into a lower position, perhaps moving the prop out of the way as you fold forward for a few nice deep breaths. You're welcome to roll forward from there or come to an upright position and then move the legs around behind you. Right away, let's come into a little more effort, a little more warmth. Downward facing dog, walking feet closer to or further from hands till you feel your shoulders lining up with your arms and torso so that from the side you look like a pyramid rather than a push-up. Make any other adjustments you need so that you feel the neutral curve of your spine supported in this position. Feel able to hold the pose with intention and engagement, but without being locked in position. And please walk forward, taking at least a few breaths, at least a few steps. Make your way to the front end of the mat, and there lift to a halfway forward fold, low back curving towards belly button. And come back down. Couple more times, moving with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale halfway up, hold it. Exhale, fold. Feel free to move a little. Let go. Lengthen up halfway. Fold again. And then reach out and reach up. Look up. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale there. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach hands together. Exhale once they come together. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down, look forward. Suspend breath, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, left knee down, look forward. Suspend your breath, plank. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Suspend your breath. Exhale, down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward, reach all the way up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back, look forward. Suspend. Exhale, down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back, look forward. Suspend breath. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach, look. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach, look. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, look forward. Suspend your breath. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice the beat of your heart. And feel free to stay in stillness or find Utkatasana. Weight in heels, low hips, lifted torso, shoulders resting away from ears, arms level with shoulders or alongside ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or jump back. And then come down to the mat or to chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Move a little. Hold stillness a little. Keep breathing. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, right foot forward. Keep the left knee lifted this time. Inhale, upright lunge. Find your balance between squeezing your legs together to lift, bending into that right knee to stretch, resting shoulders away from ears wherever you've got your arms. Now exhale, lower your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, arch and stretch. Next exhale, hands come back to the mat. Feel free to come through a vinyasa or step straight back to downward facing dog if that's your edge. Pause again. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, left foot forward. Come on up. Lunge. Breathe. balance. Feel free to look straight ahead or arch back, maybe even interlacing the fingers with the opposite index finger over top. Exhale, reach up, then touch down. Come through your vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. And again, hold it without being stuck in one position. Knees bend, inhale, step or jump forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach to Utkatasana, chair pose again. Hold it for a few breaths. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale there. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, Utkatasana once again. Let your breath guide you to where you can be engaged, building heat through that combustion of your breath, but also flowing. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or jump back through your vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. We'll inhale to our upright lunge. Once again, balance. Lifting, stretching, engaging, breathing. Warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. Stretch at the same time as strengthening here. Right knee, back of left thigh, both pinky fingers reaching towards an imaginary wall. And then from there, through your vinyasa, or straight back to downward facing dog. Breathe in stillness. Inhale, left leg back, lifted. Exhale, left foot forward. Lunge for a few breaths. Keeping that parasympathetic nervous system response present by staying aware of your breath, connected to each of them. But building heat, building strength, building resilience by sustained effort. Left knee just above left heel. Lifted arms, shoulders resting down. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog, up to you. Exhale, let knees bend a little more deeply. Inhale, step forward or jump forward, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose again. Emphasize the lowering of your hips rather than folding forward of the upper body. Neutral curve of the spine until you fold forward again. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale there. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flow back. Feel free to come straight to downward facing dog or through a Vinyasa sequence to make your way there. Lift your right leg again. Step right foot forward. Come on up for your lunge again. Pause. Exhale, warrior two again. Pause in stillness to find that balance of strength and stretch. Feel free to stay as you are or come into a side angle pose, looking down your left side and finding a long enough distance between the feet, a low enough positioning of the hips, or a high enough lift of the torso that there's one long line from left foot to left shoulder. Come on back up to warrior two and feel free to stay there or come into exalted warrior. Left arm down the left leg or behind the low back. Right arm to the sky. Keep your mind's eye on your right knee so it stays just above the right heel. Then as you're ready, flow straight to down dog or through your Vinyasa sequence to get there. Lifting left leg now. Left foot steps forward. Lift to your lunge. And then rest there. Breathe there. Strong transition to warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Find that deep enough space between the feet that left knee bends just above the left heel. Feel free to stay as you are or come into your side angle. Focus on lengthening the left side even as you stretch the right side here. Try to lower your hips or lift your torso till there's one long line from right foot all the way up to right shoulder. Then come back up to center. Take your choice of staying right where you are or lowering right arm along the right leg or behind the low back as left arm lifts. Good. Cartwheel your hands forward. Come back to down dog or through that flowing sequence once again. Step or jump forward, lengthen up halfway, fold, and then sit into your chair pose again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Fold again. Reach out, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale there. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward. Come on up to your warrior one. Exhale through that warrior to your plank or back bend of your choice, and then back to down dog. Left leg lifts, left foot forward. Come on up for warrior one. Through that Vinyasa sequence again, or straight back to downward facing dog. In down dog, pause for a few breaths. Keep that flowing quality of your breath in your body even as you hold stillness. Step or jump forward, fold, and find chair pose. And as you exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale there. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. Again, chair pose, fold, lengthen halfway, flow, back to down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, lower left heel. Come on up for warrior one. Through that Vinyasa sequence once again, or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, upright lunge. Exhale through the sequence to downward facing dog. Whatever that sequence looks like for you. And then pause. Notice the flow between breath and heartbeat. The link. Next exhale, let your knees bend a little more deeply. Inhale, step or jump forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center and lift up to standing. Inhale there. Exhale, arms by your sides. Pause. Remember, you're welcome to stay in stillness anytime. Otherwise, exhale, fold again. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, flow back. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to chest, forehead towards knee. Inhale, back and up. Keep going. You could always do this one with your left knee down for a much easier variation. You could move the right leg without moving the shoulders at all, just knee forward and back. For the full effort, next time you bring the knee forward, hold it there for an inhale. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. And now move with the rhythm of your breath as you inhale. Deepen your lunge. Stretch the front of left hip. Stretch chin away from chest. As you exhale, hips back and up. Lengthen right leg. Bow towards it. Nice. Next time you're bowing towards your right leg, step your left foot a considerable way forward, about a third of the way forward, until you're able to root down through that left heel and bow towards the right leg. Your choice of keeping the hands down on the ground, reaching forward, or possibly walking them along the leg till you're at a more lifted alignment, wherever you're able to keep that right knee fairly straight, the right hip reaching back. Also, take another look at your left foot and make sure it's rooting down. Step it forward into the left as much as you need if it's not. On this next exhale, let your right knee bend a little more. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold from there. Inhale, reach out, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale there. And as you exhale, lower your right hand with the palm facing up, thumb pointing out to the side so that you can then reach for the inside of your right foot, thumb pointing towards the toes. Let your right knee rest beneath your right hip, and then feel free to keep left hand at your heart. Reach out for a wall or shelf, or reach up towards the sky. Possibly from there, folding forward, pushing the right foot into the right hand as you reach the heart and crown of head forward. Stretching that left leg, the front of the right thigh and hip. Feeling free to get to a position where there's some uncertainty about your balance. And then as you're ready, coming back, taking a few breaths, swinging your arms, crossing one over top of the other, and then switching. Maybe tapping your shoulders if you reach, maybe just letting the arms swing a couple more times if you don't. And then giving your whole body a bounce. To release. Slowing that movement down. Pause. Just notice the feeling on one side and then the other. And then start on the other side, folding forward, lengthening up halfway, stepping or jumping back through your Vinyasa sequence or straight to downward facing dog if that's your edge. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, knee to chest. So for the full effort of this sequence, you move the shoulders forward over the hands each time you bring the knee forward. But always the option of doing something easier, keeping the shoulders back and in line with the arms and torso and just moving the leg that way. Or even lowering right knee and doing it from a dancing cat position. Next time you bring the left knee forward, step your foot between your hands and start to move between that lunge and that bow towards the left leg. Each time you lunge, bend the left knee deeply, stretch chin away from chest, stretch the front of right hip and thigh. Each time you bow towards left leg, reach left hip back and up, stretch the back of left leg. And next time you do that, step your right foot part of the way forward, about a third of the way forward, until your right heel roots down, and until you're able to lengthen the left leg and sustainably fold over it. Left hip reaching back and up as right hip reaches forward. Fingertips on the ground, reaching ahead of the left foot or anywhere along the left leg to lift a little. Next exhale, let your left knee bend a little. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale there. Lower arms again. Turn your left palm out, forward and then out to the side. so that your thumb can point back towards your toes as you reach for the inside of your foot. Feel free to reach your right hand for some support, or keep it at your heart, or reach it up. Feel free to stay upright or fold forward. Keep your hips level if you can. Feel free to wobble. Feel free to get to a place where you're not sure of your balance, and give yourself a smile of thanks if you do lose your balance. And then give yourself a little release, a twist from side to side, letting your hands tap your waist, your ribs, and or your shoulders as they reach the extent of your twist. And then settling back to center, give yourself another bounce, letting your breath vocalize that release. Take another moment to reflect. What is it that will best serve your practice at the moment? If stillness is the answer, feel free to stay there. Otherwise, fold forward again, lengthen up halfway on your inhale. Flow once again, finding your downward facing dog. And lifting left leg, please step your left knee across towards your right elbow, and then reach up and tilt your pelvis, stack your hips. Couple more times, knee across to right elbow, and then lifting the leg back and up and stacking hips. And then feel free to stay with the hip stacked, or pivot on your right foot. Find your wild thing pose. Left foot touching down behind you, left arm up, arching the back, and then touching your left hand forward. Make your way into pigeon pose. Lifting your torso, sliding the right knee back far enough to feel the stretch in the front of right hip and thigh. And from there, folding forward, placing whatever support you need beneath your forehead to encourage your heart to get just as close to the mat as your forehead. To encourage the stretch to stay in the hips. And then walk your hands back towards you and come to an upright position. And step back to your downward facing dog. And take a few breaths, just settling before you do the same on the other side. Right leg back and up, crossing right knee to left elbow. And then when you reach back and up, stacking your hips. Continuing with that twisting, crossing motion until you either hold it in stillness or invert yourself into wild thing on the other side. Then reach your right hand back down to the mat. Reach your right leg back and up. Reach your right knee forward for pigeon on the other side, lifting your torso so the front of your left hip and thigh stretches a little more deeply. And then folding forward to stretch the right hip. And just being there. Gradually make your way to an upright position. Stretch the front of left hip and thigh one more time. And then step back to downward facing dog. Move any props out of the way. And pause. And lower your knees. Lower your hips to your heels. Bring your hands together. Bend your elbows so your thumbs touch the back of your neck. You may have room to wiggle your elbows forward and a little closer together. It may feel good to rotate the wrists so the backs of the hands touch. Inhale, exhale with a sigh. And then lower your hands. Gradually make your way to a kneeling or a half-standing position. Letting your forehead touch down, bringing your arms to either side of your legs. This time drape your shoulders across your knees. Inhale, exhale with an ah. Let go completely. And please gradually come to an upright position once again. Move your feet off to one side. Come to Navasana boat pose. Low back curving towards belly button. We'll inhale, lifting the right leg. Exhale, lower it. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Keep going from side to side, keeping your low back curving towards your belly button, broadening across your collarbones, and then eventually finding a balance with one or both legs lifted level with the knees, one or both legs in line with the thighs, wherever you're able to keep your low back curving forward, your collarbones broad. And after a few breaths, lower your feet, take your knees and feet wider than your hips. Do a few cat-cows there. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Next time you arch, come back to your Navasana. Lead the movement of your legs with your left leg lifting first this time. A few times on each side, and then take your choice. Just the left heel lifted, both heels touching the ground, both shins parallel to the ground, both shins parallel to your thighs, or one shin in either of those positions. Wherever you're able to maintain your core strength and your spinal alignment. And this time, as you lower your heels, hug your knees in towards your chest. Balance on your sits bones as you rock from side to side and kind of massage your glutes. And feel free to turn to your side and slowly lower down or rock back and forth along the length of your spine. Find a position with your knees right above your hips and your hands pushing against your knees to feel your core engage. And then inhale, straighten right leg, exhale, bend the knee. Keep moving that way a few more times, feeling your core particularly engaged each time your knee and hand push against each other, but also challenging yourself with that extension of the leg. Then you're welcome to stretch the leg and hold that position as you now reach your arms out to the left of the left knee as though you're trying to reach something on a shelf just beyond your reach. You really want to get it. Good. After a few breaths holding there, come back to that starting position. Left leg lowers and lifts. And if you want, you could keep the knee bent rather than straightening it. Just touching the heel down with the knee at a 90-degree angle will engage the core a little. Full meal deal, you straighten the leg each time, almost touching it down, but not quite. So the core is engaged this whole time. Even when you bring the knee back to touch the hand, give it a moment of holding. And then straighten left leg, reach arms out to the right of right leg, lift your shoulders, neck, and head, and hold all you can reach. Good. Inhale, shoulders, neck, and head come down, hands back to the knees. Let's hold that for a few breaths. Your choice of keeping the head down or tucking chin in. Hold it, engage. Breathe. Awesome. Release. Let your knees spread out wide. Hold on to each knee with each hand. Circle your knees around in opposite directions. Explore the range of motion of your femurs within your hip sockets. And then bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the mat about a hand distance from your sits bones, hip width apart. Inhale. Lift into Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, spinal lift. Exhale, lower your hips. Inhale, lift. Your choice. You can keep moving with the rhythm of your breath that way, or you can hold the pose with your fingers interlaced behind your back. Knees reaching towards the front, chest towards chin, belly button towards the sky. But see if you can do all of that without clenching your butt. See if you can feel a sense of space, of length within your low back and glutes. As you're ready, let your hands come back to either side. Slowly lower down. Give your knees a sway from side to side, untucking your shoulders. Eventually settling with the soles of the feet touching, or tucking your hands underneath your hips for Matsyasana, fish pose. Lift your shoulders, bend your elbows, arch your back so that you're able to look along the floor behind you. Stretching chin away from chest this way, a great way to stimulate your thyroid and thymus glands. After that boost to your immune system and metabolism, please bring your hands back out to either side. Give your hips and shoulders a little sway, and then just rest for a moment in stillness. Feeling that combustion of your breath slow down, cool down a little. Bending both knees towards you once again. Hug them in. Turn to your side. Make your way to an upright position. With your toes flexed towards your knees. Knees can be bent. Reach your arms up and fold forward, taking hold of the mat, your legs, or your feet. And for these first few breaths, pull yourself towards your legs. Encourage yourself to deepen in your forward fold. Just be sure that as you do so, you're not inhibiting that flow of your breath. You're not hunching shoulders towards your ears. Next moment, spend it holding on to wherever you're holding without consciously pulling any deeper into the forward fold. Instead, just be wherever gravity holds you. And then inhale, arms up. Come to an upright position. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Twist with your low back curving as far forward as possible. Spine as upright as possible. Your choice of staying there or reaching right arm along the inside of right leg. Left hand coming around. Maybe just staying beside the left hip, maybe reaching across towards the right foot. Either way though, lengthening through both sides, facing towards that left side. And then come on up, root down through your left hand, straighten your left leg. Shift your weight from side to side a couple of times until you feel ready to do the same on the other side. Left hand across to right knee, right hand behind you. Lift and lengthen. Turn. And then feel free to stay in your twist or reach your left arm to the inside of left leg. Right hand by your right hip or reaching up and across towards left foot. Lengthen both sides. Rest both shoulders down. And then please reach your right arm up. Come up to sit upright. Move forward as much as you need to. Look at your clock. That's what I was doing, I guess. We'll twist. Crossing left foot over top of right thigh. You're welcome to keep your right leg straight or bring a prop underneath your hips. And from this position, root down through your left hip, root down through your left hand. Lengthen your spine up and turn, looking over your left shoulder. Your right arm could stay wrapped around your left knee or come to the outside of the knee to help yourself a little deeper into the twist. Either way, keep that left hip rooting down. Check that you're not holding yourself upright with your arms, just holding yourself in your twist. And then turn the other way for a breath. And switch it up. This time right foot crossing over top of left leg. Left leg could stay straight or bend the knee. Just make sure your right hip is rooting down, your low back is curving towards your belly button. And then your choice of keeping that left arm wrapped around your knee or reaching it to the outside of the knee to help yourself a little deeper. But wherever you are, resting shoulders away from ears, feeling the ebb and flow of your breath. Letting that movement guide you to your edge. As you're ready, turn to your right. And then, once again, sit with whatever support you need beneath your hips. For the last few minutes of this practice, simply noticing the ebb and flow of your breath. And doing nothing other than that. Doing nothing other than every time your mind thinks of something other than your breath, every time you remember something or plan ahead. Every time you're not simply here and now, notice it. Simply say to yourself, that's the future, that's the past. That's me dreaming or fantasizing. Bring yourself back to reality. And then repeat. Have compassion for yourself each time you do need a reminder. Make no further explanation of why or how you forgot to be here and now. Know that simply noticing that you're not here and now is being here and now once again. Also be sure that you are being assertive. Don't become complacent in this practice of awareness. Keep reminding yourself. Inhale and exhale. Be here now. And prepare to move out of stillness, stretching your legs out in front of you. Rocking back and forth or turning to your side to slowly help yourself to laying down position. Let's bring both knees to the right. Turn and look towards our left arm. Bring whatever support you need beneath or between your knees. And twist. Let the movement of your breath guide you to your depth. You should feel the twist, but also the ability to take nice deep breaths. Please bring your left leg away from your right until you feel the stretch between your legs guiding you back to center. And turn to your left now. Knees on a bolster or a bolster between the knees, any props you'd like, in fact. Good. Bringing right knee away from left. Couple of breaths. Happy baby pose, or circling the knees in opposite directions. As you're ready, place your hips and shoulders far enough apart that your back feels long without being stretched out. Place your hands and feet so that your hips and shoulders feel relaxed and open. Please start to consciously relax yourself. Say to yourself, I'm relaxing my torso. My torso is relaxed. I'm relaxing my hips and shoulders. My hips and shoulders are relaxed. I'm relaxing my neck and face. I'm relaxing my arms and legs. I'm relaxing my heart and mind. I'm completely, deeply relaxed. Slowly, gently start moving again, eventually stretching out or engaging in any way that feels just right. Take a deep breath in, stretch and hold, and then let go. Gradually help yourself to an upright position. Bring whatever support you need beneath your hips again. Sit. Hands together, deep breath in. Namaste.